When we use the term happiness, then happiness is usually associated with health, wealth, achieving goals and objectives and other endeavors of life. And achieving happiness is one thing, but maintaining happiness over a period of time in your life is a completely different thing, because our mind gets distracted by the troubles and worries of life. And that's why it is important that's why it becomes difficult to achieve and find happiness in your daily life. And today we are going to discuss how to find happiness in your life, and I'll offer you some of the common tips and suggestions that would help you to find happiness in your daily life. Before jumping into the discussion of finding happiness, first of all, we have to know what is happiness. Happiness is a state of mind when you have pleasant feelings and positive emotions. And some people may define happiness as a state of intense joyfulness and exhilarating experience. And it is right to have this definition, because we have exhilarating experiences and intense joyfulness on some occasions, but you cannot have exhilarating experience and intense joyfulness and extreme happiness all the time in your daily life. When you have this definition of intense joyfulness and extreme form of pleasant feelings and positive emotions all the time, then it results, you cannot have it, then it results in the form of disappointment. That is why it is important to find contentment. When we use the term contentment is a bit relevant concept to happiness. Contentment is a state of mind when you are feeling satisfied and your mind and body is comfortable with the current state. And you can feel contentment when you start practicing mindfulness in your daily life. And when we say daily life, then in our daily life, in our routine life, we experience various types of emotions with the changing situations and circumstances. That is why it is important to practice contentment in your daily life. And you can do so by, after completing the work, you should sit back, relax, sip tea, take tea or coffee, and feel good and satisfied about finishing your today's goals and about goals and tasks. And you should also feel good that you will do the same thing tomorrow. That while completing the work, you should also feel relaxed and satisfied that you are doing something. And this is a state of contentment. And you can feel contentment when you are mindful about your actions. Let's discuss how to find happiness in your daily life. First of all is stop chasing happiness. Stop chasing things in your life. Life is not a race. Life is not all about running after things. And as I said earlier, that people usually associate happiness with achieving goals and objectives of life. And it is good to follow your dreams, but you shouldn't attach happiness with the goals and objectives of life. When you associate happiness with the other goals and objectives of life, then happiness becomes a far-fetched idea, and you don't want that. You want happiness in your daily life. That is why you should consider happiness and joyfulness a feeling, emotion, and you should feel those emotions whenever you find it, whenever they come on the way. Often people look outward for finding and achieving happiness, and you should change your mind. You should reframe your mind from, instead of looking outward, you should look inward for the happiness. And you shouldn't attach the reason you look outward for a happiness is when you associate happiness with the goals and objectives of life. They are important, but they are the secondary thing. Happiness is an inner thing, is an inward thing. And when you reframe your mind from outward to inward, then you can do so by cooking, cleaning, going out with friends, spending time in nature. If all of these things make you happy, then you should allow yourself to be happy. You shouldn't associate and attach happiness with the other goals and objectives of life. If you keep on attaching happiness with the goals and objective of life, then it would never come. Whenever it comes, you should remain in the moment. If cycling make you happy, then you should do it and be happy. Allow yourself to be happy. Speaking of inward, everything you are looking for in your life is inside of you. That's why it is significant to regularly and continuously to recognize your feelings. How are you feeling right now? If you require mental support, a therapist, a psychotherapy session, then you should do it. You should connect with the like-minded people and share your thoughts and feelings. When our mind is overly occupied by the troubles and worries of life, then it lowers our self-esteem and confidence level. That's why it is important to take care of yourself, and you should treat yourself with respect and with admiration and appreciating feelings the way you treat others. When you do that, then it boosts your self-confidence. And in simple words, you should be your own boss. You should be your own friend. You should be your own companion. And when you are your own friend, when you take care of yourself, when you are kind and treat yourself with the same respect the way you treat others, and you also treating yourself with respect means that you allow yourself to be vulnerable, allow yourself accept your weaknesses, and give yourself a space for improvement and resolve your issues. Give yourself a time, give yourself a break, and don't allow your inner critic to overwhelm you, to overtake you. And you should be kind to yourself. You should develop a habit of practicing mindfulness in your daily life. And when you practice mindfulness, when you are mindful of your actions and of your feelings and emotions, then it allows you to connect with your inner deepest feelings and emotions. And when you are mindful, when you practice mindfulness, then it makes you feel happy. Even the world's tech giant companies like Google and Facebook, they also encourage their employees to practice mindfulness in their routine life, because when you practice mindfulness, it also helps you to improve your productivity and growth in the workplace, and also in your relationships and in your personal life. You should also develop a habit of appreciating yourself. If you have good qualities, even the small qualities, you can speak well, you can have a good sense of humor, you have the ability to connect with friends, then you should appreciate all of these qualities about yourself. When you do that, then it just makes you feel happy, and then it would put a smile on your face. Research studies have shown that people who have a happy married life and employed, doing a good job, they are happier in their life than those who are going through a difficult time, unemployment and troubling relationships or some other worries of life. And therefore, you should develop such mindset that something good would happen in your life. And you should always have this mindset that something is good for you. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. When you develop this mindset, then it makes you feel patience. And if you are impatient, then you should work towards it, and you can make this the happiness. You can make things happen in your life. Recent research studies have also shown that if you surround yourself with the happy people, then it would make you feel happy. And if you are living close proximity and close with your friends and with your relatives and those people who makes you feel happy and you feel comfortable around them, then it also makes you feel happy. That's why you should connect with your friends often, and you should give yourself a time. You should allocate a separate time for friends and family members, and it would boost your energy, your vibes, and your joyfulness. An Australian study conducted on 300 men, and it comprised of recalling memories. When you recall the memories of challenging time, the difficult time that you have gone through, and you succeeded in it, and they were difficult time, that it was a very decision-making time, and you were on the edge, and you made the right decision. And those, when you recall those memories, the good memories that made you a better person of today, when you recall such memories, then it increases your morale and your confidence level and your motivation level. Another South Korean study in 2019 showed a remarkable result that when you prioritize spirituality and mindfulness in your routine life, then it makes you feel happy. When you value your family, friends, neighbors, and your close relationships, then it makes you feel happy, rather than when you associate happiness with the materialistic things. Our mind is distracted by so many things, and we have got so many pending works in our mind, and when you think about those pending works all the time, then they drain out all of your energy. That's why it is important to shut down all of the pending tasks in your mind, that you should reframe your mind that when the time comes, I'll do it. For the time being, there's no time to think about these things. We all live a life by certain values. They could be gender equality, women emancipation, Black Lives Matter, or something else. And when you recognize yourself based on those values, and then it motivates you, it increases your energy, boosts your morale, because it helps you to connect yourself with something bigger. Then it allows you. It makes you feel that your life matters. You have a voice. There are moments in life when nothing can distract you. You are highly focused on those things, and it happens when you do the thing that you love. Like it could be playing video games, watching a movie, cooking, dancing, and these things. This is a state of flow, and it doesn't happen often. When it happens, when you are in the flow state, then you are happy. And you should develop a habit. You should practice to achieve that flow state. And when you achieve this flow state, then it means you have the deepest appreciation and admiration for yourself. When you consider life a competition, a chase, a race, a competition to compete with people, then happiness will become a long-term and far-fetched idea. The opposite of competition is helping others, teamwork, and you should develop a habit of helping others and doing things in a teamwork. When you do that, that increases your satisfaction level, and you should develop this mindset that we all working together to achieve a common goal, a common objective for the welfare and for the satisfaction, for the happiness of everyone. And that's how you can find happiness in your life. And if you have any question, just leave it in the comment box below. I'll answer it to you. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Have a good day, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, whatever time it is in your part of the world.